My role is finance manager, and I'm responsible for the finance service centres that provide a service to staff and students of the university. The main responsibilities of my role are to design and deliver an appropriate service with the resources we've got to the staff and students of the university. So that's really balancing financial control, because I work in the Financial and Legal Services division, so we have a responsibility to collect debts, for example, and then providing a service. So we're there as an advice point for staff and students about perhaps understanding the financial regulations or helping them resolve, they might have a dispute with the student loans company or something. So it's really a mix of facilitating and control. On a normal day, I'll probably have a couple of internal meetings in financial and legal services, and then a couple of times a week I'll see people outside the division. I will spend some time doing some written work. It's probably along the lines of moving a project forward, and try every day to do a little bit of observation and engaging with team members just to get a feel for what sort of queries are coming over the desk at the moment, how busy people are, and just keep well grounded with what the team are doing. I think with MMU there's a fantastic sense of community. We're all in it together to deliver a great product or service, however you look at it, that is making a positive contribution to the society in which we live. So whatever our role is within that, we should be making a contribution in a good way. So I love being part of that. I believe in education and its transforming effect on people's lives. So even though I'm not a teacher, not a lecturer, but I still feel like we make a positive contribution. MMU has a fantastic training and development programme which I've taken advantage of over the years. The sort of thing I've done is an ILM qualification, so it's a first line manager qualification. It's great for networking with different people in a similar role to you, and it's also fantastic for garnering different approaches to how you might approach problem solving, because it can be it's a danger, isn't it, that you approach things in the same way as the people that immediately surround you. So it's great way of getting fresh ideas and working outside your immediate team. There's also the sort of thing you'd expect, like, Word, Excel, presentation, SAP training, the sort of generic system stuff that you need to move on. I've also been supported in doing some leadership development, so management theory, change management, that sort of thing. I think you need to have confidence and clarity of vision, good logic skills, good communication, the ability to influence and sell your ideas upwards and across the organisation. My career path prior to this role was I did an arts degree, and then I went into financial administration, and really what I'm drawn towards is line management. So first I managed a small team, and then the teams have just got bigger, and that's really where my skills lie, I think, is in leading a team. The advice I would give to someone who was looking to perform a role like mine is look at job descriptions of roles that you think might be something you're interested in, and see if there's a skills gap there that you can fill. And bear in mind that it might not necessarily be an obvious job title, there might be a sideways way in. There's lots of transferable skills that you can bring to any role, and I would make sure you plug all those gaps. My other piece of advice is take opportunities that are offered to you. I've done lots of different projects and secondments on the way that are over and above my normal role, and that is really a great way to get noticed. Biggest one for me, biggest benefit from MMU is the training and development programme, which I've constantly taken advantage of over the years. It's just brilliant. And also, from a budget holder point of view, it doesn't cost your budget holder anything to send you on an internal course. It's just releasing your time. So I've always found a great deal of support from certainly in my division. There's a great deal of support towards continual professional development. So my experience has been with the working environment at MMU that it's not as hierarchical as other places I've worked in. There really is ideas being generated from the bottom up is genuinely welcomed in my experience. In our area, we've implemented quite a lot of ideas that come from the people who are dealing with students on a day-to-day basis. They should know more than the managers about what is needed, and they often do, and we often implement those things. I believe in the values of the organisation. When you feel an alignment between your personal values and the values of the organisation, that's incredibly rewarding. MMU has got a really great programme for developing managers. I've done an ILM, for example, and there's a lot of leadership development, lots of change management. There's a really great programme that's free to budget holders, so you don't have to persuade your line manager to spend the money to send you on the development.